Welcome back to our Taligens culture series. In this video, I wanted to talk to you briefly about the culture killer of distrust. It's no secret that distrust damages culture. There are loads of books on culture, teams, and leadership that talk just about this. All of us who have worked in organizations or teams have had the experience of distrust with a colleague, or even with the broader organization. It's that moment when a colleague says they will get something to us, and our inner voice goes, yeah, right. Or when we see teams of the organization blaming each other for why something isn't working. If the engineering and product teams actually knew how to innovate and produce new products, we, in sales, could finally sell. Distrust doesn't just show up between individuals. It can also become embedded into the structures, processes, and policies of the organization. We once worked with a company where anytime a frontline worker needed to get a basic cell phone to do their work in the field, they needed the decision approved. And that decision had to be escalated up not one, not two, but 3, 4, 5, 6 levels to the SVP, all because the organization didn't trust their teams and leaders. Talk about waste. When we start working with clients, many of them say, we trust each other here. If there's an issue of distrust, they might point to a particular team or to a couple of individuals. But distrust to them doesn't feel like a widespread problem. However, based on what we see in the organization, we often challenge that assumption. The reason is when people think about distrust, they tend to look for obvious signs, like active conflict, infighting, blaming, or escalated complaints because team members can't resolve things on their own. At Taligens, we call this toxic distrust. And yes, it's real and it's damaging. However, there's another much more common and subtle form of distrust that's easy to miss. Here, people smile and say hi to each other. They ask about one another's weekends, and overall they're pretty nice to each other. But when work needs to get done, deadlines have to be met, or different conflicting perspectives arise, a quiet voice in the back of people's heads says, that won't happen, or here we go again. In this environment, issues are never addressed, frustrations go underground, and distrust quietly seeps into our interactions. We call this form of distrust cordial hypocrisy. Whereas toxic distrust produces sharp and fast ruptures in a culture, cordial hypocrisy eats away at it over time. It erodes effectiveness, it weakens collaboration, and it limits what teams and organizations believe they can achieve together. And because of this, what they actually do achieve together. In our next video, we'll explore what you can do to break both toxic distrust and cordial hypocrisy and start rebuilding trust in your organization.